Hello everyone, I'm Shomika and welcome back to my channel, The Traveling Economist. In the last episode, I took you all in one of the most riveting rafting adventures with me. Honestly, it was one of the best experiences that I've had in so far, and to know that I started it with the Sandhu itself. And yeah, that is definitely going to count as one of the best experiences of my life. So if you're coming here, you should definitely give it a try because if you're a beginner like me, this is the best place to start because the rapids that was in our way was very much manageable, I felt. And yeah, of course, jumping in the river and soaking it all in, definitely a must in your to-do list if you're an adventure lover like me. Now, today, after we got finished with rafting, I'm back in my car and we are on our way to the Leh-Ladakh sightseeing to see what Leh has to offer us. This is actually the rugged, magnificent beauty of Ladakh in its truest form. I mean, I am in love. Just look at this rugged mountains and the fluffy clouds on the skies and the endless road. I mean, this is the perfect scenery that you will always want to have when you're going for a road trip. And honestly, I was feeling like I was some sort of actress, the lead in a movie, like the main character, because sitting there with some songs playing in the background, yeah, this was nothing short of a Bollywood scenery for me. And in no time, we reached our next destination. So we are now here at Spituk Monastery. Mom and Jude are already ahead. Monastery. Spituk Leh-Ladakh. আরে বোটগুলো এই বোটগুলো তো তুলেছি তুলে কষ্ট হচ্ছে look at the view ভাই Ma is not coming. Ma has opted to stay out because of height. Chalo Jora. You're making way. It is said if you make a wish while moving this around, it comes true. So these stairs actually tested me and made me realize over and over how out of shape I was. Because trust me when I say, in that height, I was already out of breath, and on top of that stairs, yeah, my body needed some exercise. So there I am going to the giant wheel to make my wish once again.
तीन टाइम मंगालिया से की मंगालिया से हाँ जी कहाँ से कोलकाता तो गर्मी बड़ी है बड़ी गर्मी बहुत है 40 डिग्री जा रहा है लास्ट ह्यूमिडिटी कितनी है पसीना आ रहा है ह्यूमिडिटी ज़्यादा है वही है you wanna go okay she's tired already. चलो चलो you need God's blessings. चलना तो पड़ेगा.
At this point, we were so tired and out of breath that Jora started using sign languages to communicate with me. And trust me when I say I could understand her perfectly well, because the only question was how far Didi we need to go. So there was this
The monastery
place.
this
I
way?
thought that was a place for monks to stay. That's what I told her. And we continued our journey onward. I don't know how, but Jhora got a sudden burst of energy and she just ran through the rest of the stairs. And it was really fun to watch, you know. But trust me when I say I did not get any inspiration from her, because I know how
Literally kill me.
steep the stairs were. And the monks who were walking beside us made it look like it was a piece of cake. So, yeah, no inspiration.
The fact that I'm panting like a dog. I'm so out of shape. Oh, she's all the way up. I need a minute or two.
After walking for I don't know how long, I think it was close to 15 to 25 minutes. Yeah, 25 minutes. I could finally see the top, and as I said, the monk was walking beside me, and the moment I looked at him, he just smiled at me, and I was like, this man has been doing this every single day, and here I am tired on the first go. But the view that comes next, it was totally worth it. The aerial view of Ladakh. This is what dreams are made of. That amazing view actually took our breath away, and we took time to stand there for a few more minutes just to soak it all in, because this was marvelous. And why, I'll tell you, because on one side there was this lush green valley, and on the other side the rugged mountainscapes. And we know Ladakh as the white desert in a way, the white cold desert. And yeah, actually watching it with your own eyes and kind of being able to soak it all in, yeah, it was a memory to cherish. Once we had our fill of watching the city of Leh from top of the Spituk Monastery, we now actually walk towards the real monastery. And I did not take any videos as such of inside the premises, but I can tell you this is a place where you come to submit yourself, to pray to a power that is beyond your reach unless you submit to it. So yeah, the experience that both of us had was something that is going to stay in your hearts forever. And yeah, it was magical, it was peaceful, and it was exactly what we needed and what we came for in this vacation. So that was Spituk Monastery for you. After the amazing visit that we had in Spituk, the weather turned for the worse for a few hours, and in the midst of everything, we passed the main market of Leh. This was the gate of the main Leh market, and now we were on our way to Leh Palace. So to go from Spituk to Leh Palace, you actually have to travel through the city, because the Leh Palace is situated right in the middle of the city, and it is a part of the ancient architecture of those days of Rajas and Maharajas of India and the Indian subcontinent as a whole. So, unlike the travel to Spituk, the roads here were to residential areas. So, it was a bit crowded as compared to the roads we saw while moving towards Sindhu or the other monastery. And but it was peaceful, it was something new. And while we were on our way, we learnt all about the city, how life was maintained there. The school saw a bunch of schools, universities, government offices, and it gave me a rough idea of how and why the palace was made where it was. So the palace was the place where the elites would be governing the city. So they ensured to make it on top of a mountain. And yeah, that is the catch, because they could watch over the entire city from their place. And this was the city of Leh, and you can see the rugged beauty of it. I use the word rugged a lot because I just want to refer to the sandy and kind of rusty side. Like there's not much green as you can see. So yeah, there's a beauty to it, and if you are closely paying attention, you will find it. And we were already at Leh Palace. If you can see the palace from my left side, and we had to park in here. Here at Leh Palace. Here is an important info for people who are planning to visit Leh Palace. It has a paid entry, and you are not allowed to video or take videos in your proper like DSLR cameras or GoPro as it was in my case. So I didn't take my camera. It had to be back in my car, and only phones were allowed. So we went in to see the beautiful marvel. So we finished the tour of Leh Palace. Photography was not allowed, and that's the reason I kind of skipped it, forced to skip it. And anyways, it was basically nine-story architectural marvel. The whole thing was done in a span of 3 years to showcase the victory of the Raja here, and it was beautiful. It had a full view of the city of Leh, and we had to like go up until the 8th story. We couldn't go to the 9th story. A lot of the rooms were locked. A few days, I think a few months back, the G20 delegates came, and I think that was the reason it was also beautifully done. But it was a nice experience. I just have a few pictures, no videos per se. And yeah, we are on to our next stop of sightseeing, which is the Shanti Stupa. That is the last one for the day before we hop on to the Leh market and get some shopping done. So here's the view for you again. It's beautiful, mostly rugged. It's a desert mostly. Leh is a desert, and there's so much dust flying around. The more I visit my country, the more I am in awe of it. And Ladakh was no different. The first 2 days in Ladakh made me realize how beauty can be found in places you did not even think about. Ladakh was not a place where you come in to chill. Rather, it was a place where you come in to reflect. If you can find that inner peace of you, you will be able to appreciate the beauty that these mountains offer. So stay tuned for my next video as I visit the Sanchi Stupa, and stay tuned for all the amazing travel videos coming your way. Bye!